Now look at verse 14 again. I will give unto you a pattern. You could circle those two words, a pattern. So God's giving us a template to follow. And by the way, look at verse 19. Wherefore by this pattern ye shall know the spirits in all cases. So this is that one of those little inclusios, one of those bookends that come up in the scriptures. I'm going to give you a pattern. This is the pattern. Look in between. Here is what the Lord is telling us, how to discern spirits. He tells you in verse 14, for Satan is abroad in the land, and he goeth forth deceiving the nations. Pretty effective. He's a liar from the beginning, and he's very effective at deception. Now, here's the pattern, verse 15. Wherefore, he that prayeth whose spirit is contrite, the same is accepted of me, if he obey mine ordinances. Anyone can get up and say the right words in a prayer. They can even put on a show. They can make it really grandiose. The pattern is, you have to obey mine ordinances. Look at verse 16. He that speaketh, whose spirit is contrite, whose language is meek and edifieth, the same is of God, if he obey mine ordinances. Did you notice that the Lord just used if he obey mine ordinances twice in a row in verse 15 and 16? If is one of the shortest words in English in letters, and it's one of the longest words in English in meaning and in power, because it's tied directly into agency. God's not forcing anyone to do anything. He's giving you invitations, and if you follow those invitations, then as a God, he never lies, he never breaks a promise, he'll never go back on what he said before. If you do your part, he will always do his part. And he's telling us here, here's the pattern. Follow this pattern and watch for this. You'll know. Verse 17, again, he that trembleth under my power shall be made strong, and shall bring forth fruits of praise and wisdom according to the revelations and truths which I have given you. There's the pattern.